The bank chose a woodpecker family to manage its accounts for the same reason the school did. We are planners by nature, which means my only superior is my father, like his father before him, and neither is alive for you to appeal to. As for my time at school, I'm lucky that my wings have afforded me a part-time position there when I'm not taking appointments at the bank. And I was even luckier to serve under Clarissa Dovey, who your king saw fit to execute. Like me, Professor Dovey believed that money means little without a compass for spending it. Albemarle stared at Beth down. And like Clarissa did, I find students more worthwhile than the old and corrupt. Bethner stood up. When King Ryan gets here, he will correct your error. My spy tells me Ryan 6 SS 2041, said the woodpecker, fetus puffing. A thought that belongs to the 4 Points Kingdoms. Ryan may be planning to enter Fort 41, but I have plans to stop him. It doesn't matter if those in Pussy and elsewhere slave to Ryan's work. I am master of these slaves. I decide who enters. Albemarle stood tall against the steel fort. Because only my touch can unlock them. The door to the office flew open. Good to know, said a voice. Glitter screams whipped across the desk, impaling Albemarle's body. Sophie's butterfly landed into the corner, barely eluding Japan's boots as the snakes swept into the bank manager's office, followed by Kay. The screams returned to Japan's blue and gold suits as he kneeled down and plucked a feather from the woodpecker's corpse. Second, Sophie turned away before she peeked back to see the snake approach the steel door behind the desk and slide the feather into the lock. The door creaked open. I hear Sophie's been in this bank, said Japan. He glanced at Kay and Bethner, then at Albemarle's dead body. Make it look like she did this, the snake ordered. He entered the house, the door closing behind him. Snapping to her wits, Sophie followed, whizzing through the shrinking gap in the steel, her wings shivering at the sudden draft. She glanced back at Kay, overturning furniture, Bethner scrawling messages on the walls, long live Tedros, the witch's bank, as Albemarle's spot blood stained the floor. That's when Sophie caught Kay watching her through the last silver of closing door, the captain tracking her butterfly with wide eyes before the darkness sealed him off and locked her inside with the enemy. Ambush in the dark. That's how she could do it, Sophie thought, shadowing the snake. She had the beast cornered. It would be easy. And yet, her wings were shaking. She couldn't remember ever being alone with the snake. Someone had always been there between them. Agatha, Tedros, Hot, Ryan. But now, in the dark, she listened to his boots against stone, harsh and clipped, clack, 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 the same rhythm he disposed of his enemies, without pause. without compunction. Sophie had to punish him the same way. No hesitation, no mercy. The faster she did it, the sooner it would be over. The wood spared, the story fixed. Evil attacks, good defense. The first rule of fairy tales. Not this time. No one would see this attack as evil. It would be an act of good. A death well earned. But there were obstacles. She was an insect, first off. A butterfly in a snake beast wouldn't last long. Try reverting to human, and you hear her instantly, his screams shedding through her the way they had the woodpecker. Plus, it was dark, pitch dark, to the point Sophie couldn't even see the walls or the floor or ceiling, as if she and her nemesis were floating in a starless sky. Add in the snake's screams and magical talents, and the fact he had murdered a man bigger than her, Chadwick, Lancelot, the sheriff, his own brother, and Sophie's chances didn't look good, no matter how skillfully she ambushed him. Even if she did manage to defeat him, she'd be trapped in this vault with no one let her out but a bank full of enemies who had been duped into thinking she just killed their manager. So for now, Sophie trailed behind Japheth, keeping her distance in the seemingly endless chamber, tracing his frosty scenes and the contours of his body. Then he stopped the coat. Screams curled their heads off his suit like cobras. "The Witch of Woods Beyond," he cooed. "The Empress claimed she had killed you, but I sensed her hesitation. Knew full well that you wouldn't die so easily. Not the Sophie I know. Not my queen. In fact, I debated going back to Camelot once you had escaped, to find you, to punish you. But in the end, I knew you'd come to me." His eyes scanned the darkness like tramps in a cave. Sophie's butterfly drifted away from his gaze. So much for an ambush, Sophie thought.